By the end of this video, you are going to write yourself from scratch a real analytics query. The kind that actually powers a dashboard someone stares at every morning. Not watch me write it. In the last video, we did the basics, right? Select, where, join, group by. Today, we go one level up. The queries that answer real business questions. And it is completely hands on. I give you a question, you pause and write it first. And then we can check together. Even if you get it wrong, that is the whole point. You learn this by doing it, not by watching me type. So let's take Uber Eats example. Two tables, one table, restaurants, an ID, a name, a city. And orders table, an ID, which restaurant it is for, the amount, a status like delivered or cancelled, and when it happened. Let's go. First question. Show me only the busy restaurants, the ones that got more than 100 orders. Pause here and take a real shot at it. This one is trickier than it looks. Now, if you reached for where count star greater than 100, that is the natural guess. And honestly, most people try it. But the database just rejects it, right? And here is why. Where runs before the rows are grouped. So at that moment, there is no count yet. The count only exists after you group. So we need a filter that runs after grouping. And that filter is called having. So you group by the restaurant and then having count star greater than 100. So the one line to remember, and this trips up basically everyone at the start. Where filters rows, having filters groups. Same idea, just at a different stage. Next one. Show me every order that is bigger than the average order. Pause. Here is the puzzle. To compare each order to the average, you first need the average, right? So, how do you get an average to compare against? You put a query inside a query. This is called subquery. Select ID amount from orders where amount is greater than open bracket. Select the average of amount from orders close bracket. So the inner query in the brackets quietly works out the average order amount, which is one number, and the outer query keeps only the orders above it. A query inside a query, this is called subquery. And that is the whole idea. Anytime you need to compare a row against a computed value, an average, a maximum, a total, that value comes from a subquery. Now, for each restaurant, I want two numbers in one row. How many orders were delivered and how many were cancelled. Pause and try it. The catch. A normal count counts everything. Here you need to count only some of the rows. You use case inside the count. Count of. Case when status equals delivered, then 1. End. That only counts the delivered ones. And now you do the same exact thing for cancelled right next to it. Case is basically an if then inside your query. So in a single group by, you get a delivered column and a cancelled column side by side per restaurant. This is called conditional aggregation, a case inside an aggregate. It turns a row value like a status into columns. And honestly, it is everywhere in real dashboards as well. Okay, the finale. One query. Give me the top 5 busiest restaurants, the 100 plus order ones, with their total revenue and their delivered versus cancelled counts, sorted by the most revenue. Pause and try the whole thing. This uses almost everything we have done: a join, a group, a having class, and a couple of cases, and also a sort and a limit. Take your time on this one. Let's build it in order. Select the name, sum of the amount as revenue, and the two conditional counts with case, delivered and cancelled, from Orders join restaurants grouped by the restaurant having more than 100 orders. Only the busy ones. Order by revenue, highest first and limit 5. And that is a real analytics query. The kind that sits behind a dashboard someone actually looks at every morning. And you just wrote it right. If you can read that, you can read most of the SQL you will ever meet. So let's lock in what is new today. Having filters groups, not rows. A subquery is a query inside a query for when you need a computed value to compare against. And case inside an aggregate gives you conditional counts. A status turns into column. And notice, these are not beginner queries anymore. This is the stuff a data analyst writes. You went from the keywords last video to real analytics today just by writing them yourself. One thing though, every single query we wrote just now quietly scanned through the whole table to find its answer. With a few rows, that is totally fine. With a few million, slow. So, in the next coming videos, we will see how a database answers all of this at fast.